Now, I don't know how is it going to be. Alright, we're gonna be showing you behind the scenes what I've know so far, who are gonna be the contestants. Now this one is not gonna be the same as the other ones, guys. This one is going to be different because this time it's gonna be pros. Now you're probably wondering, how do they find these pros? These people have been on TV, they've been on TV shows, they've been on TikTok, YouTube. You know, these are people who are professional dancers. Now, each one has different backgrounds. Are they all ballroom? No, they're not all ballroom. Some are hip hop, some are contemporary. I always say the name wrong, but they're that, or they're ballroom. So it's exciting. I've been watching the show for so many years. I love the dancing, but I love it that they're thinking of, let's bring new contender people, and I like that because everybody on the show are the same people every season, and most of them are from Utah. I thought that was kind of funny when I heard like most of them are from Utah. I'm like, okay, the Utah range. Like I think 99.9% of the contestants that who are from Utah. Like the judges are Utah. Everybody's in Utah. I'm like, okay. I love it because they all know each other and grew up with each other. So we're gonna start with who I we're gonna start with people that I don't know. We're gonna start from the beginning, and then you guys can tell me what you guys think. I will show you their age, where they're from, what style they do, and if I know them, I'll tell you about it. If I don't, then we're gonna figure it out, guys. All right. Um, how was your day? It's going good. We're gonna be talking about Dance Stars Pros because it's coming out tonight. So I'm gonna give you all the scoop that we know, guys. And we're gonna see tonight, guys. I will be watching it, and then we'll do another video on it, and we'll talk about like how it went, if it was good or not. I'm very curious, guys, because I do love the show. So we're gonna see. Yeah, I'm very excited on that. Sorry, allergies, guys. All right, so let's start with the first pro that we got. Okay. All right, and then I will show. So let's go with the first pro we have on Dance to Stars Pro. One of them will be the next pro. We don't know who, guys, but these are the contenders. The first one we have is right here. I don't know if I'm saying the name correctly. Oh, yeah, there, so you can see him more. All right, she's 24 years old, guys. She's from Israel, and her style is ballroom. I've never seen her before, but she has to be either on social media or something, because remember, you cannot just be on the show of Dance with Stars, guys. This is the pros. So these are people who are somewhere on social media. Are you a dancer too? I actually taught myself how to dance. I'm not a professional dancer, but I've taught myself. I didn't take classes because I just didn't feel confident to do it in front of other people, but I do it for fun, yes. Am I a pro dancer? No. I wish, but I can't even do splits. But I do know some dancing. I'll say some. But I wish I could dance like these people, but I cannot. That would be a dream. But let's get on with it. So yeah, she's from Israel, 24 years old. Never heard who she is. Her style is ballroom, so that will give her a ledge, because some of these contenders aren't ballroom, and that's gonna give you a disadvantage. Now, she didn't say we're like worst, like if she's on social media, if she was she on like a different show. They didn't tell. I wish they would tell more about that, but they didn't. So, but it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Now we're gonna go to the next person. All right. Next person, guys, 31 years old. Oof, that's gonna give. Now the older contestants is a little bit harder, but then I'm thinking of Brandon, guys. If you know who Brandon is, guys, he was on Dance with Stars, but he's in his 40s, so he's the oldest contestant as being one of the pros. So being 31, I feel like it's not as bad as others. Now, he is 31. I have no idea who he is. He is in the Stanford. Um, his style of dancing it is also ballroom. So that will give him a ledge, guys. Being a professional ballroom dancer gives you a ledge because on this show, you're mainly doing ballroom dancing. So that will give him a ledge compared to other dancers who are not ballroom. So yeah, I never heard of him. Don't know where, but I'm curious, all right? Now, if you're famous or not, like these are famous people. These people who are either on social media. I'm the first one and only like. You're not the first one. The first one was Danith, but didn't like. So I don't know how this one's gonna look, guys, but we're gonna see. We'll come back to them. I will search up more about them to get a little bit more information, but let's get on to the next person. Next Dancing with the Stars. All right, the next one. All right, we have, I don't know how you say their names, so we're just gonna be pointing at them. Age 35 years old, and also ballroom. Where are you from? I it's hard when I'm trying to oh, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Philadelphia. Okay. 35. So this one's another old contester. At least the style is ballroom. That does give a ledge. Never seen this person on social media. I'm very curious how this person's gonna do because being one of the older contestants, this so far he's the oldest. Now competing with the 24-year-old, that's a big age difference, but we'll see how it goes and if he can defend, guys. Now I like it that they're bringing guys too because there's not a lot of guy dancers out there, so I'm kind of curious to see how the guys will dance and if they'll have a ledge up. All right. Let's go to the next one, guys. The next one. Okay, everybody should know who this one is, guys. Now, Style Ballroom from Miami, Florida. Now, this one, you guys should know who he is. If you don't, then you don't. But he's a good dancer, guys. I'm curious how he's going to do and how he's going to perform. So, yeah, I'm very, very, very curious, guys. Now, the age, what was the age again? I'm trying to see. Wait. It's hard because I have to, oh, 25. That's like a baby. Because I'm older. Only 1 year older. I'm like, I'm older. Only by 1 year. Ballroom. Miami, Florida. Florida. I'm curious how Florida people dance. Because most of these contenders, guys, are, I'm 26, guys. Most of these contenders, are mainly from Utah. And I always wonder that because my mom grew up in Utah. And, huh? Okay, bye. So yeah, I'm very curious how it's gonna go. I'm very curious how that guy will perform. But I will be searching these people's names up too to get more information because because you know how this show works, guys, is that you have to have some fan base because if you look at all the pros right now in Dancing with the Stars, they've been on other shows, they either been a judge or they're on social media. They have to have a following base to be on the show. So some of them been like on Dancing with the Stars juniors, or they've been like, you know, pros in the backs. Everybody started somewhere. So this one I'm very curious on. Now, this one I'm very curious on. If you don't know who she is, she was on multiple different shows. She's 27. I didn't know she's a year older than me, guys. Now, she is Canadian because to be on a Canadian show, you have to be Canadian. So that one's a little weird. And so that's one I'm very curious about. I'm a huge fan of her. I watched her on The Next Step. I watched her on World of Dance. I watched her on The Canadians Got Talent. Now, she doesn't really do ballroom. She's more into jazz and contemporary and hip hop. Those are her main styles. She just started doing ballroom, I think, like 2 or 3 years ago. And so, yeah. So this one I'm very going to be curious about. When I found her, she was going to be on the show. I flipped out. Flipped out, guys. I've been watching her since 2019. I don't know how she's gonna do, guys, because she just started doing this 2 years ago, 3 years ago. So I have seen her content. She has been practicing doing ballroom. She's been practicing, but that's not her main style. Think of people who've been doing since the day they were born. So this one I'm very curious on. You can search her up. Yeah, she's on The Next Step, World Dance. Yeah, she's even has her own social media. She's very, very popular. She was on tour with The Next Step. They did a tour going around the world and touring and dancing. So she was on that too. Yeah, she's a really good dancer. I'm curious how she would do performing wise because remember, ballroom. She just started doing ballroom like 2 3 years ago. I've been seeing her social media. I know last year because I've seen her like posting ballroom, and I think she's doing that to try to get on the show because they want to show progress how you're doing, and she knows a lot of these people, so that'll be very interesting. Now, where is she from? She is Canadian, guys, and she's 27 and she's comparing. Now, the thing about this one, guys, is that to be on Canadian, so any shows you see on Canada, most of them are Canadian. The reason why is that there's not a lot of Canadian actors or actresses, so they're trying to get more Canadian people to act. So like The Next Step, they're all from Canada. So if you want to know that, every single one. So yeah. All right, be right back in one moment, guys. You can search up people out, guys. Here, let me show you all the promo for it so you guys can see what they look like. Because, yeah. And who are you curious about? Yeah, Mom? A bit, Mom. Mommy. Sorry, guys. Yeah, our lock. The internet went out where I live, and we have like a little deal where you have to like swipe a card to get inside the door. We live in a resort, guys, and you just swipe. Yeah, it's annoying. But let's get on with the contestants, guys. So yeah, with her, I'm very excited, guys. So when I saw she's gonna be on the show, I flipped out, guys. I've been watching her since 2019, so that one's very curious. All right. Now here's some other people. I know some of them, not all. Now some of them, I think it's not fair because I think one of them was on Dancing with Stars Juniors, and I think that's not fair because they kind of have an idea on how to be on the show. My showing lasted one season, but yeah. But I'm like, that's not fair. But I'm like, they want to be on the big show. Yeah. So we have He's 26 from Wash. His style is also ballroom. That's good. Being style ballroom is very good, guys, because if you don't have the style ballroom, you're gonna be toasted, guys. Man, I have so much mucus. Sorry, guys. Alright. Now this one, I was kind of like iffy on this guy, guys. I know who he is. I seen him on Dancing Stars Juniors. He was one of the pro dancers. He did get eliminated. I don't know if it wasn't the first episode. It was either the second or third one. He got eliminated really easily. He did have the dancer he had with wasn't the best dancer. Her name is Scott Pippi. That's his daughter, and yeah, basketball player's daughter. She shouldn't even be on the show, in my opinion, because I feel like, come on, a basketball player's daughter, like, you're only famous because of the dad. He is from Miami, and he's also ballroom. Now, the reason I'm upset about this guy is because he's been on Gangsta Stars Juniors. He worked with Riley Arnold, who's one of the Arnold sisters, who's on the show this season. Was on the show for multiple seasons on Gangsta Stars. But with him, I just think, is it fair? I just don't know. What do you guys think, guys? What do you guys think? Do you think it's fair or not fair, guys? Now, let's see his age, because I want to... It doesn't show on there. He has to be around Riley's age. Yeah, he has to be around his age. Now, let's see if we can find him. There's more. They didn't show all of them on there, but there's plenty more, guys. So here's Jake. His name is Jake, guys. He's... We're gonna find out how old he is. He does. Let's see how much influencers. He has 42.9. That's not really a ton. I thought he had more than that. Okay, that's not a ton as I thought it would be, guys. Yeah, not a ton as I thought he would have. Thought he would have more. But let's look. Google Dancing Stars Juniors. Yeah, let me look at the cast, because I will show him what is his age. Yeah, that's the only reason I know who he is, guys, because he was on that show. Dancing with the Stars Junior. Now we need the cast. The pros. So his name is Jake. All right, we got Jake right there. Done. Now we're gonna search and see how old he is, guys. He has to be around her age, around Riley's age. He can't be ridiculously too old. 22 years old. Okay, I was a little bit off. Okay, because Riley Arnold, I think she's what, 20? No way, she's older than 20. Yeah. Now they both started with doing that show. 21. Okay, I was off by 1 year. So yeah, that's gonna be very curious to see how she's going to do. sorry guys, the Wi-Fi is out, but lucky that we have an extension, guys. So yeah. So yeah, I'm curious how it's gonna play out for him. So he was on Dancing with the Stars Juniors. He was with other contestants. If you know Riley Arnold, she's on the show. She started off, Dancing Stars Juniors, but the reason she got on the show was I think more she got on the show because of her sister. I think I think so. She's a good dancer. I think the reason the show goes on is because of her. I would have to say Riley is probably the best cast dancer. I would say because she's brings the younger audience in, and and her social media presence. I think so. Them two were on the show together. Dancing Stars Juniors. They did one season. It failed. I don't know if it was because people couldn't live vote or people just wanted to see the older pros dance. Now, these pros were professional pros. Like, these are people who danced their whole entire life. Now, when that show came out, I was either junior or senior in high school. So I was either, what, 2018, 2019, 2017, some around there at that time. So that was quite a bit of years ago that they were on the show. Riley did make it to the finals. I know the first episode he didn't get eliminated. Who got eliminated was well, what's his name? He's on social media. I think he stopped dancing. But yeah, it was Jensen. He yeah. But I'm curious how he's gonna do and play out, guys. I haven't seen him dance in a long time. He danced with the girl named Scott and Peepin. That's I don't know the guy's basketball name, but he's a basketball player. I don't know how she's famous to be on the show, but hey, it's something cool and different to see. So that I'm curious how it's going to play out because I love the show, guys, but it's like, how are they gonna pump up the show and get all these people ready for the show? But yeah, he is 22 years old. So yeah, they're young guys. But yeah, I'm excited for that one. Now, is it fair for him to be on the show? I don't know if it's fair or not, guys, because he knows how to go live. He knows how to dance. So I don't know if it's fair for him. I don't know if he's been in any other productions besides Dancing Stars Juniors. We could check and see if he was in any other like shows or stuff. Because Riley, I don't know if Riley was any other. I know she did social media, but I don't count social media, guys. I'm talking about like live shows that they were on, guys. All right. Let me look. Any projects, I could say that. Uh, oh my lord, I forgot about that. He was on So You Think You Can Dance. I knew he looked so much familiar. Okay. Um I don't really count lip sync shorty battles because you're just lip sync. So yes, I forgot about that. I forgot. Oh, I knew he was on something else. Okay, so he was also on a show called So You Think You Can Dance. So I was right, guys. He's on a production. Uh-huh. So he did a show called So You Think You Can Dance. And then he was on I don't really count I don't really count lip sync shorty battles because you lip sync while dancing. I guess you can kind of count, but I don't count him. But yeah, I remember him on. I don't remember So You Think You Dance. There was a one for kids. Um, that one was very interesting. There was a lot of kids performing. They did one season of that, and it didn't last long. So that one I am very curious on. So yeah, so that's where he was from. I was wondering because I knew he looked so familiar. I knew he was from Dancing Stars Juniors. He did amazing. Sucks he didn't last long, and the reason he didn't last long was because the contestant he had just wasn't as good a dancer. And that's the thing, is that you might be a good dancer, but I don't think she was also as famous. There's way more famous people on the show. Like you had like Mackenzie Ziegler, you had Honey Boo Boo, people who been on TV shows, who've been in productions, you know, and she's just somebody who's famous because of the dad. So I don't know. He didn't last long because of that, but yeah, he's a good dancer. I'm very curious to see how he's going to do. So yeah, I'm very curious, guys. The next one we have is her. Um, 22 years old. She is from America, Utah. And that's when I saw that, guys. I was like, what, a Utah person? I'm like, does that mean does that mean all the pros know who she is? Because Riley Arno, Ezra, we got Brandon. Like, I can name every single contestant that who's a pro on the show is from Utah. Why Utah? I don't know why. Like 98% of the people who are pros all come from the same studio or same classes. Some were like in different classes because they're older, but like they're all around the same studio. So it's like everybody knows each other, and I think that's why the show lasted this many seasons, because they know each other since they were kids, and then they're grown-ups and they're still dancing with each other. So like their bond, it's so tight. Like that's why they get along so well. So I think that's why. Now her, I don't know if she knows any of the contestants or any of the pros. I have no idea. So I don't know if she's gonna like. Now when I heard Utah, I'm like, this is somebody to watch out, because I came across so many Utah dancers that who are in the show. Like Riley's amazing dancer. We got Ezra, amazing dancer. Brandon, like, and it's just like it's like you keep going on the list. They're all from Utah. They like even Riley's sister, like she's from Utah. She did so many seasons of the show, but I think she stepped back from the show because she has kids. Her sister was an amazing pro, way better than Riley. Riley's still good. I'll give Riley a 9, but her sister was a 10. But I think her sister stepped back because of having kids. And so yeah, she did amazing. Riley's amazing at it. But her from Utah, that really gives a benefit. Now let's see what style does she do. Oh, she does ballroom. Perfect. Ballroom is a good. I started watching this show, I think like around either 2019 or 2021. I didn't watch when I was younger because I thought it was very boring. Because I was like, I'm not interested in watching this. This is gonna be stupid. But then I started watching it around either 2019 or 2021. It's when I graduated. I started watching, and I was like, oh, I like this show. And yeah, it's really amazing. I love it how close and knit they are, and they get along. Getting along is good with the other contestants. So we'll see how she does. If she knows any of the pros, I want to see how they're gonna do. Like if she gets along. Now I'm curious, how is it going to work? Are they gonna be partner up with a pro and see how they do, or they're just gonna be part with a random stranger, or are they gonna be partnered up with a celebrity? I have no idea. I saw a little clip of trailers, but they didn't tell me much, guys, with that little trailer. So I'm very curious how they're gonna do. So her, I'm gonna be watching out because I love the Utah dancers. There's not one I can say, oh my god, it was horrible. Nope, they're good. And then allergies, guys. So yeah, I'm very curious, guys. Very curious how she's gonna do. Now let's see who the next one is, guys. Now, that yeah. Now I do search her up because I'm kind of curious if she does any other shows or any other productions, because that will tell you. Because if you've been on a live show before, like the reason I want to check is because that will give you a leg up compared to people. If you've never been on another production, you only done like social media. Yeah, social media is cool and all, but when you haven't seen live audience, that really will not boost your confidence. So like if you haven't done live audience, guys, is you're toasted because you're competing with other contestants, guys, and some of these people like only done like, you know, social media. And I'm like, yeah, social media is cool and all, but you have to have a live audience because remember, you're going live for the millions of people. And you know how many people are there live, like watching? Thousands of people. You got bunch of celebrities, bunch of people. Everybody watches it. Everybody in the US and everybody in Canada watches this show. And it's so big. It's one of the biggest shows that's lasting to this day. So like if you cannot focus on, competing and you're too nervous, you should not be on the show, guys. You cannot be nervous when you go live. Now, when Riley started, I am subscribed. Oh, thank you. Hello. Can you help me? Help you with what? What do you want help with? What do you want help with? I don't mind answering your questions. My iPad is bad. If your iPad protector, or are you talking about the actual iPad? Okay, some tips. So if your actual or is the screen protector, oh, your actual iPad. Well, what you can do is go to the store. I would check on the prices because when my iPad got destroyed, happened before. Um, and when my iPad got destroyed, I bought a new one because the price was different, something dollars difference. But I would definitely check on like how much it's gonna. I would definitely go to where they can fix it. Prices is, and if it's not a good price, and you don't have the money for it, then just wait and check. You can get another iPad. You don't have to brand new. I don't have the most recent updated iPad, but yeah, that's the best way I can give you advice. That's the only way I can help you because when my iPad went in the washer and dryer, so and the iPad got completely destroyed. I could not fix the iPad again, and so when my iPad got destroyed, guys, I had to go. I went to Best Buy because where I bought my iPad before, and they're like it's gonna cost such. I don't exactly remember. I don't know if it was $800 or something. And I would go Best Buy. Best Buy is somebody I would trust. Geek Squad is a good one to go to. Geek Squad I recommend. Now, if you have a membership with them, they can make it a little bit cheaper also. But I would ask their price because if it's too expensive, then I would check the price on iPads to see because if the iPad costs more, if an iPad doesn't cost as much as fixing it cost more than buying an iPad, then it's not worth it, guys. I would not want you to pay much more money to fix it. Just go buy a new iPad then. Just yeah. Now mine got destroyed. I think it was either 2014, no, 2024 or 2025. It got destroyed. It went in the washer, and then by the time my mom saw it, didn't go in the dryer, but yeah, the iPad got totaled. Had to go to the store. I would say Best Buy. I don't. Best Buy is probably the best bet. Don't go to Apple, guys. If you're trying to buy an iPad or phone or anything, don't go to Apple. Apple's gonna be so much expensive, probably more expensive. Go to Walmart, go to Best Buy, go to Target, go to those places, go check on how much the prices are for one, and you'll probably find one more beneficial. Listen to me, guys, because Best Buy is so expensive. I don't recommend going to the Best Buy store. I never buy any of mine iPhones there. I think one time, but my mom wanted me to buy one there, but I thought, oh, 13 was cheaper. But brand, brand, or don't go App Store, go to Best Buy, go to Walmart, stuff like that. Yeah, too. All right. Okay, I'll open it for you. I'll open it for you. Love you. All right, bye. So yeah, if you want a bed, I would say on the iPad to get, guys. Don't get, if you can't afford a very expensive iPad, guys. If you can't afford it, don't buy it, guys. A lot of people are like, I need a new iPad. I can't afford it. Don't spend. Don't be like those. All right, don't be like my brother and people. Yeah. Don't be like them buying the brand new iPad. It just came out, brand new phone, brand new headsets. What I could say, guys, is that the best way to do this, guys, is just save. All right, you can do what you can do. You can do what you gotta do. You gotta do. You gotta do. It's fine. Not then, mommy. I don't open the door. No one's gonna come, mom. We're not. We're not celebrities. We're not the Kardashians. You always think we're the Kardashians. We're not famous, mom. Keep dreaming. I know you want to be a celebrity, mom. Yeah, that's how you want to get famous. That's the best way. It's a gross way, but that's how they do it. Only if you want to. Do I recommend it? No. But hey, if it makes you filthy, filthy, dirty rich, go for it. Hey, it made them a billionaire, so hey.
I love you. You know that, right?
Yeah.
You're the sweetest. I wouldn't know what to do without you.
Oh yeah.
God, I love you. All right. Let me throw this away, filthy, filthy rich.
Hey, think about it.
No.
Hey, it made the Kardashians a billionaire.
Yeah, well, I'm not prostituting. Love you.
Then stop complaining about the money.
All right, I'll go prostitute.
I'm messing with her, guys, because she always. So let me explain to you about my family. They're always like, don't open the door for a stranger. Don't open the door for strangers. I never do, guys. Nobody ever rings the doorbell at all, guys. It's so funny, but let's get on with it. All right, so you can do it. All right, the next one. All right. Ooh. All right. Age 28, older than me. Okay, older than me. Okay, older than me. Hey, older than me. Older than me. Hey, older than me. Back. All right. Her style of dance, guys, it is ballroom, of course. I think if I checked, if I'm correct, only 2 of them are not ballroom. I think 2 or 3. Like 90, and it makes sense, guys. The show is it's ballroom dancing. So it makes sense that if you're gonna be doing ballroom, you're gonna be doing ballroom. I'm trying to like wait. Hey, let me see. I don't know. Alright. Now where's she from? Ukraine! I want to give the accent. She's from Ukraine. Never heard of her, guys. Never heard of her. I have no idea what she is, guys, as a dancer. But she's pretty. And she's fit. You gotta be fit to be on the show, guys. Oh my god. How much allergies I have. Wow. My allergies are like, woo! So yeah, I'm curious how she's gonna do, guys, and perform-wise, because I'm a huge fan of dancing, guys. I grew up around my parents. My dad was a chemical engineer, but my mom did do dancing. She didn't do it professionally because I think why she didn't have enough confidence in herself to do it professionally, but my mom can professionally dance. She did it all through elementary, middle school, high school, and part of her 20 in her 20s. But then she had kids early 20s, so she quit. And then when she had me in the 30s, my mom's super talented, guys. I always thought she was a good dancer. She did jazz growing up, so I thought I was gonna be a dancer, guys. I did take some couple classes, and oh my god, I'm gonna be honest, guys. Straight up honest. You guys are the world to me, dancers, guys. I'm gonna be honest. I thought I could do it. I was watching Dancing Stars, and I'm like, oh, this is easy. Oh my god, it's hard, guys. I know how to dance, not professionally. I did take a couple classes, but I did watch a lot of dancing growing up. I was a big fan of Dance Moms. Dancing Stars came later on in my me watching, but Dance Moms was a big one. And so when I was in middle school or high school, I don't remember. I want to be a dancer. So yeah. It didn't work out, guys, as being a dancer. I'm not that good as being a dancer, guys. But hey, what I want to tell you guys is that I'm excited for this show coming out tonight. I will keep you updated, guys, on how the show's doing. Is it worth watching it? And I'll be honest, I'll tell you guys, this is a lot different than the regular Dancing Star. So if this is not good, I'll be honest, guys. I love it because a lot of people are like, because I have a disability, guys, with reading and writing. And I grew up with that, and it's been so tough. And I do get bored, guys. I get bored at home. I live with my parents. I get bored because I can't get a job, guys, because I can't drive. Because there's 2 reasons why. One, I can't fully read or write. So when I take the test, I can't fully read. So that's one thing. And then 2, I have seizures. Now, I've been taking this pill for like a year and a half now. And so I haven't had any seizures since been taking this pill. But the thing is that people who have seizures are not allowed to drive. And so that's another thing. And then I have anxiety also with ADHD and a little bit autism. So it's hard for me to focus. Like I wanted to. So when I grew up, I wanted to be a realtor. My mom would buy houses and rent them, but I want to be a realtor. It's almost in my mom's field. She buys them and rents them. And I was like, you know what? I want to do that. I want to be a realtor instead of, flipping. Because my mom would flip houses. But then that didn't work out because, remember, I couldn't read or write back then. It was worse for me. Back then, I couldn't read or write at all. And so I was like, oh, fudge. I can't read and write. So I can't do that for a living. So that went off the pail. So I didn't become a realtor. My next one I wanted to do was be a chef. I love cooking. I always cooked for my mom. A lot of high school, and then after I graduated high school, I did a lot more cooking. I will cook for my mom all the time. If it was like making eggs, making pasta, making burgers and cookies, and there were so much things that I loved to do, but then I couldn't do it, guys, because remember, I can't go to college because they said I got to do 2 years of community, 2 years of regular college because of my disability, and then after my dad passed away back in 2021, I can't go to college now because I gotta take care of my mom. My mom lost her best friend, and so I was like, well, I guess I can't do that for a living. And then I started doing YouTube because I want to inspire people who are like me, that hey, because back then and back in elementary school they would call us, like me and other people like me, retarded. So the word back then, as was called retarded. Retarded means like, okay, you can't read, you can't write, you have autism, you have HDD, and you can't function. So I was like, okay. So I wanted to do YouTube to inspire people, don't give up. Now I am very good with technology. I'm very smart at it. I do get bored sometimes being home. And it is true, guys. That's why I talk all these shows, is because that is what my life came to, guys. And I moved to be closer to my family, my dad's side of the family, to be around people, to see people, so I get to see my cousins, my aunt, my uncle, and to be closer to family, because I do get bored. I'll be honest, I do get bored being home. I was bored a couple days ago because I had nothing to watch. Now I do have stuff to watch, like Mondays and Tuesdays I have stuff to watch. But then I'm like, what do I do for the rest of the week? So that's why I do a lot of live streaming, a lot of editing videos, because I want to inspire you guys, to tell you guys that you cannot give up, guys. If you have a passion for something, don't give up. Don't, because I know a lot of people I'm a loser. Nobody's a loser, guys. In my book, I think everybody is a winner. We can all make it, guys. We can all be somebody. You don't let anyone tell you otherwise, guys. I know a lot of people push me down. I was bullied a lot because I was a little bit overweight, a little bit more than this. Right now I'm 150 right now, but before I was 100. Back when I was in high school, I was 160. All right. And the reason I ate a lot was because my parents would fight all the time. My parents would fight, my mom and my brother would fight, and I would hear that almost every day, guys. That's why finally, after we moved, it was tough. My parents were divorced, lived in a house because for me, and they would yell all the time. And it was something not healthy that I didn't want to see, guys. And so that's why I'm doing this. One shot, it's in the moment, step on step, step. So yeah, let's see the rest of the cast, guys. Let's see the rest of the cast. Norway! Compateri. She's not ballroom, no ballroom. Age 27. 27. 27. I'm curious how she's gonna do, guys, because she's not a. Now this is like the main style they do. They're showing like, what do they do? Oh, I don't know how she's gonna do, guys, because she's not a ballroom dancer. That's gonna be a little tough to see in the show, but I'm kind of curious how she's gonna do. Now this one, this is Ezra's sister, guys. Her main style, of course, ballroom. But this one, I feel like I was a little disappointed last season because she wasn't the background dancers. You know where they have a troops? They always pick like 4 to 5 people as being the troops. And she wasn't one of the troops. And I'm like, why? And it makes sense because they're trying to give other people opportunities. I think when I saw that video of her crying, I was like, oh man. But then I see another dancer from the show I'm like, oh, she's related to that person. So I'm trying to remember who she related to again. Oh my god, I don't remember on Dancing Stars pros, but this pro is related. So her sister is Dancing Stars. So I was like, well, I think it's fair to give people, everybody a chance to be in a troupe. She only trooped for 1 season. She loved it and she wanted to come back for another season. And I get it because you get to dance. You get to dance behind them, and then when they do performances and they want other people to be on it, you get to come in and get to be on the show. So she is a good dancer. I saw her not last season before that. She did amazing. That's Ezra's sister, guys. I think she dances good. Is she professionally a pro to my opinion? To me, I give her like a 9 out of 10. I wouldn't say 10 because I haven't professionally seen her dance by herself. I want to see her more, just her. Remember, she was just a background for the troops. So the troops are every season. They always. It's usually just 4 people. It's usually 2 girls and 2 boys. And what they do is that they're the background dancers. So like, let's say Riley dances with such as dancer, and they want backup dancer. She would come and be in the back for her to dance with her. So I am very curious how she's gonna do, guys. I'm very curious because I'm a big fan, guys. Big fan. Yeah. All right. Next. Now this one will be interesting because he's also a hip hop dancer. He is age. It doesn't show his age actually, but he is from where? Let me see if it can show me where he's from. Tennessee. He's a ballroom and hip hop. I like that they know more than one style. It's good to learn more than one style because sometimes on the show they do sometimes I see them do jazz or they come Terry. Like it's not always just ballroom. Now a lot of it's just ballroom, but I wish they would like go out of the comfort zone. They do the foxtrot, they do tango. I like they do ballroom stuff, but I like it when JoJo Siwa came on the show, they did contemporary. I was like, they're doing something different. Now, he knows hip hop. That's good. It's good to know more than one style. I know that he'll do well because he knows more than one. But we're going to see how he does on the show. I'm very curious, guys. I've never seen him before. Remember, most of these contenders, you're probably wondering, who are any of these people from Dancing Stars Pros? These are people who've been on So You Think You Dance, Dancing Stars Juniors, who've been on World of Dance, who've been on Canadians Got Talent, who are on social media, who, they've all been on something, guys, some production. That's why they're recognizable, guys. See, some of these people are like recognizable. All right, our host, Robert Irwin. So he won last season, guys. He was the best dancer of all of them. He was the best of the best. The GOAT. Woo, woo. The GOAT. Woo, woo, woo. So he won last season, guys. He's the host. People were like a little upset because they were like, are they replacing? No, they're not replacing. This is a different show, guys. This is not Dancing Stars. It's Dancing Stars Pros. So that's pretty cool that he is going to be hosting the show. I'm very curious how well he's going to do on the show, guys. Remember, I grew up watching this show, guys, so I'm very Now here are the judges, guys. Mark, oh my lord, he's my favorite out of all the dancers. Sucks he's not there every single season. He did take a break from dancing, and when he came back with Charli D'Amelio, and oh my lord, he killed it. His dancing is so in sync. The music he picks, the dance styles. He's the best dancer of all time. And I'm loving it that he's going to be judged this season. Now that, it's his mom. I didn't know she was a dancer also growing up. So that's cool, guys. I'm very excited to see how. There's one more judge. I don't remember the person's name, but yeah, these two will be the judges, and it's exciting because I grew up watching him. I think he's an amazing dancer. He's also from Utah, guys, and yeah, I'm curious how he's gonna do, guys, on the show. Is he gonna do amazing? I have no idea, guys. Is he? To me, I think he's a goat of the goat, guys. People say no, it's on him and somebody else. No, I think he's the best of the best. If you're looking for the top best pro dancer, I would say Mark all the way, guys. Now, he hasn't been on the show too much. Like, he's off and on. That I noticed is that he comes every like 2-3 seasons. Like, he takes breaks. I don't know if it's because he says no or he's doing something else. I have no idea, guys. Now, when he's on the show, oh my god, I love it. I love it. I love it because his dancing, it's like, wow. And when he danced with Charli D'Amelio, I thought that wasn't fair for Charli to be on the show. And the reason why, these are my two reasons why she should be on the show or not. One is bringing the young audience in because it's TikTok. TikTok is a new thing, guys. It's been out since 2018, and everyone's on TikTok. They're scrolling for hours, and so bringing her in is bringing more audience to come watch the show. She's the most followed besides Gabby Lynn, and so I was like, But then she grew up as a dancer. But then I'm like thinking of JoJo too, who's on the show, because she was on the show in one season, and I'm like, that's not fair for JoJo. She's done, jazz, hip hop, contemporary, lyrical. She's done ballet, and so I'm like, that's not fair for her. But then I'm like, she's never done ballroom. So I'm like, but for them it's not fair because they could pick up the choreography faster than think of a regular celebrity who's never danced in their life. They'll take them longer to pick up the choreography. So I was like, that's not even fair in my opinion. But then I'm like, you know what? Hey, they're bringing more audience into the show. So I was like, you know what? You gotta step back. You gotta let them do their thing. And what do I think, guys? I think it's worth it. I am so for this, guys. I'm curious what you guys think about Dance with Stars Pros. Are you excited? It's coming out tonight, 8/7 Central. Depends where you're at, guys. It's for all the U.S. people. All Canadian people can watch it. Now, I'm very excited. This is gonna be different, guys. So I'll tell you more about it when it comes out. I will do a live stream either tomorrow or the next day. Some point next week I will do it, guys, and we'll talk about it, guys, because I'm a huge fan of this show and I want to see more about it and see how well it's gonna go, guys.